Picture this. You're at the airport. You have a death grip on a stroller with one hand and a diaper bag that weighs more than a small car on the other. Your toddler has just discovered the echo in the terminal and is testing its limits, while your older child is trying to lick the security barrier. Sweat is beading on your forehead. You can feel the impatient stares of 100 business travelers behind you as you approach the TSA checkpoint. It's a scene straight out of a stress-induced nightmare. But what if I told you that most of us are making it harder than it needs to be? In fact, most parents don't realize that one common mistake, which we'll get to, could make TSA pull you aside for a 20-minute bag check you never saw coming. Stick around, because we're about to count down the 10 biggest airport security mistakes parents make with kids and give you the simple fixes that will make your next trip smoother, faster, and a whole lot less stressful. We've scoured official TSA guidelines, dug through seasoned parent travel forums, and drawn from our own hard-won travel battles to bring you this list. This isn't a lecture. It's a cheat sheet from one parent to another, designed to get you through the security line with your sanity intact. Let's dive in. Kicking things off at number 10, overpacking your carry-ons. We've all been there. The just-in-case mentality takes over. You pack 5 changes of clothes for a 2-hour flight, every single toy the child owns, and enough snacks to feed a small army. The problem is, an overstuffed bag is a security agent's worst enemy. On the X-ray scanner, it looks like a cluttered mess, making it impossible to identify anything. This is a huge red flag that almost guarantees a time-consuming manual bag check. The fix is to be ruthless. Your carry-on needs essentials only. 1 spare outfit per child, critical medications, a small bag of quiet toys or a tablet, and the necessary snacks for the flight. Everything else, the extra shoes, the bulky jackets, the 17 other just-in-case outfits, belongs in your checked luggage. A lighter, more organized carry-on sails through screening. Coming in at number 9, forgetting the liquid rules for kids' snacks and drinks. Every traveler knows the 3.4-ounce liquid rule, but here's where parents get a special pass. Formula, breast milk, juice boxes, and toddler food pouches are exempt from this rule in reasonable quantities. The mistake parents make is assuming they can just leave these items buried in their diaper bag. When a large, unidentified liquid shows up on the scanner, it halts the process. The hack is simple. Declare them early. As you approach the conveyor belt, take out all your kid-specific liquids, place them in a separate bin, and inform the TSA officer. A quick heads up like, "I have formula and juice for the baby right here," turns a potential delay into a non-issue. They may need to do an additional quick scan on the items, but it's a process they are prepared for, and it's infinitely faster than them discovering it on their own. Mistake number 8 is a big one. Not prepping your kids for the security process. To us, it's a routine checkpoint. To a child, it's a loud, confusing, and intimidating experience. Strangers are telling them to take off their shoes. Their favorite stuffed animal has to go on a ride by itself through a dark tunnel, and they might have to walk through a big, strange-looking machine. This confusion often leads to fear, meltdowns, and a complete refusal to cooperate, grinding everything to a halt. The simple tip here is to role-play at home. A few days before your trip, play airport security. Make it a fun game. Practice taking off shoes and putting them in a magic bin. Send their teddy bear for a ride on a secret conveyor belt. A couch cushion will do. Explaining what will happen in a low-stress environment removes the element of surprise and gives them a sense of control. At number 7, we have stroller and car seat chaos. The high-tech stroller with 100 moving parts is a lifesaver in the mall, but at security, it can become your worst enemy. Fumbling to collapse a complicated stroller while juggling a baby in your luggage is a recipe for disaster. The same goes for bulky car seats. The hack here is twofold. First, practice folding your stroller at home until you can do it with your eyes closed. Second, know your airport's layout. Many airports have wider, more accessible family lanes designed for strollers. As for car seats, unless you need it on the plane, check it at the ticket counter. It's free on most airlines, and it's one less massive item you have to wrestle through the checkpoint. Proper preparation is a key part of seamless airport security with kids. Mistake number 6 is a trip ender, bringing the wrong documentation for your kids. This is less about delays and more about being denied boarding altogether. Parents often forget that infants, even lap infants, may need identification or a boarding pass. If you're traveling internationally, every single person, regardless of age, needs a passport. An even more common mistake happens when one parent is traveling solo with a child. Without a notarized consent letter from the other parent, you can be stopped and questioned, especially at international borders. The fix is non-negotiable. Before you even book your flight, double-check the documentation requirements for your airline and your destination. Create a dedicated travel folder with every passport, birth certificate copy, and consent letter, and never let it out of your sight. Now for number 5, leaving electronics buried in bags. We all know laptops need to come out and go into their own bin, but many parents forget that the same rule often applies to other large electronics. That means the tablet loaded with cartoons, the Nintendo Switch, or the portable DVD player can all trigger a bag check if left inside a cluttered backpack. The X-ray can't see through their dense batteries and components, forcing an agent to manually search your bag. The fix is to treat any electronic device with a screen larger than a smartphone like a laptop. Pack them in an easily accessible outer pocket of your carry-on so you can whip them out and place them in a bin without having to tear your entire bag apart at the last second. Rolling into number 4, dressing your kids wrong for security. Those cute light-up sneakers, they often have metal wiring that sets off detectors. That adorable jacket with zippers and snaps? Same issue. Even hair accessories or belts can trigger alarms, leading to a pat-down, upsetting for your child and stressful for you. The fix is to dress kids in TSA-friendly outfits, simple, comfy, metal-free. Slip-on shoes, soft pants, or leggings without snaps. And a t-shirt makes scanning easy and avoid extra attention from security. The number 3 mistake is the one that makes parents want to scream because the solution is right there, ignoring TSA PreCheck and family lanes. Many assume PreCheck is just for elite travelers, but kids under 12 can go through with you. That means no shoe removal, no laptops, no light jacket hassles, and security time dropping from 30 minutes to 3. It's a small investment for huge sanity. If PreCheck isn't in the budget, look for family lanes, staffed by officers used to the unique challenges of traveling with kids. At number 2, we have not having a security game plan. This is where a family unit can completely fall apart. One parent is trying to load 3 bins onto the belt, fold the stroller, and take off their own shoes, while the other is trying to keep a toddler from making a run for it. It's uncoordinated chaos. The hack is to assign roles before you even get in line. Divide and conquer. For instance, Parent 1 is the gear specialist. They are in charge of putting all bags, electronics, and the stroller onto the conveyor belt. Parent 2 is the kid wrangler. Their only job is to get the kids' shoes and jackets off and guide them through the scanner. When everyone knows their specific job, the process becomes a smooth, coordinated effort instead of a frantic free-for-all. And the number 1 biggest mistake parents make at airport security is waiting until the checkpoint to organize. This combines all the other mistakes. You get to the front of the line and suddenly start scrambling, digging through the diaper bag for liquids, fumbling through a purse for boarding passes, trying to remember which backpack has the iPad. You hold up the line, stress skyrockets, and your kids feed off that energy. The fix is to make a security pouch before leaving for the airport. One clear, easy-to-reach pouch with your IDs, boarding passes, and 311 liquids. Keep it in hand or in your bag's most accessible pocket so you can move instantly and confidently. So, which of these have you made? Drop a comment below. I've made at least 3 myself. To recap, the biggest wins come from prepping ahead, having a plan for your family, organizing electronics and liquids before the line, and dressing your kids for success. Airports don't have to be nightmares. A little prep transforms the ordeal into part of the adventure. Mastering these hacks makes all the difference. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe for more family travel tips and check out our video on 10 packing hacks every parent needs right here. Safe travels.